Okay, so basically today we are going to discuss about linear regression. Now, what today we are going to discuss? We are discussing about linear regression. Linear regression. Then we have to discuss about KNN, K nearest neighbor. Okay, that is the meaning of KNN. And the third topic I discuss about neural network. Okay, neural network. So this way we have to going to discuss. If time allow, then you can go one by one. So our first target is to discuss about the linear regression, then KNN, and then neural network. Okay. So now, when we're talking about regression, now regression. Okay. So regression. So what is the meaning of that regression? So regression meaning is that relationship between two variable. One type of variable is called as a mean value of one variable, that is called the output, and the corresponding value of other variable in the form of like time, cost, anything is possible. So suppose someone asks you what is the meaning of regression. So that is we can call the in terms of statics. So we can call that measure of, can call uh, measure of the relationship, measure of the relationship, okay, the measure of the relationship between the mean value, mean value of one variable, mean value of one variable, that is called the output. So now this is the called the output, and and corresponding value of other variable, that corresponding, okay, corresponding value of other variable. So it may be a time, cost, anything is possible. So that is called basically when you're talking about the variable parts in a regression, that means you're talking about two type of variables. First is called the independent variable, that is ID, and second is called the dependent variable, that is DD. Okay, so this is the independent and this is the dependent. Okay, don't be confused. So we can take a y-axis as a dependent variable and x-axis a independent variable. So when you're talking about the linear regression, so now I'm talking about the regression. So this is the your x-axis and this is the y-axis. So here whole x-axis contain independent variable, right, ID. Okay, and here we have to use dependent variable this side. Okay, so meaning of now that is the meaning of so regression measurement of two relation type variable. So we try to develop the relationship between independent variable and dependent variable. Okay, so that is the meaning of regression. Okay. Now, so point is that why we need regression. Now these are the type of questions they will frame. So someone asks you what is the meaning of regression, so you have to answer. So this one is a very important point for you. Okay, so someone asks you why need regression, why need regression. Okay, so basically regression analysis method to identify which variable have impact on the topic of interest. Now we have to find out the relationship. So relationship may be like this one, maybe like this one, maybe like this one, maybe like this one. This type is will happen. So what we have to do? So why this is the important? Because it is a reliable method to identify. So why this is need, that is important for you. So why this is need, so we can say that the point number reliable, reliable method of, reliable method of identify, so identifying, reliable method of identifying which variable, which variable have have impact on, have impact on a topic of interest, impact on a topic of interest. topic of interest. So now this is the important point. So why this regression is important? So these are the interview questions. So reliable method to identify which variable have impact on topic of interest. So that means on the basis of regression, we have to classify that this variable is not important for me. This one is the much more important. This one is the less much. That means we have to set the priority of variable on the basis of regression. So that is the basic information. What is the regression? Why we need regression? Now, in a regression, in a topic, we are going to discuss about the linear model. So we discuss about the linear regression. Okay. So this linear regression. So linear regression basically a supervised learning. So why this is a supervised learning? Because we have given the input variable and we have to find out the output variable on the prediction. So we have already find out given the output variable, but we have to find out the suitable answer. Okay, so we have to minimize the error between my prediction and the actual error. So that is our task in a linear regression. So that's why the important this is called the supervised learning. Okay, because that is the working on the label variable. Okay, so we are talking about here structural data. So now here is structural data set, and here we're talking about the label data set. Labeled data set. Okay. Here we are talking about the structured data set, and here we are talking about the labeled data set. So what is the meaning of labeled data set? That means here the input or output is given. So that's why I'm talking about the labeled data set. And this is the supervised learning. And during the supervised learning, it comes inside the classifications. Okay. So this is the important for you. So I'm going to discuss about the linear regression. Okay. So these things are very important. Okay. Now see, the point is that I'm talking about the linear regression. Okay. Now see. So linear regression, some point is important that, so this is first point is supervised learning. Okay. Supervised learning. So why this is supervised learning? You know why this is, because that is a label data structure. Here input and output variable is given and we have to predict that one. Okay. Now, so we have to perform the two type variables. So sometimes you can maintain that some variable as input variable and some variables are output variable. Okay. So now here, so in x-axis similar to the input axis, so in the x-axis we have to cover, what we have to cover? Independent variable. And in the y-axis we have to cover dependent variable. Okay, so in the y-axis we have to cover, what is the meaning of that is dependent variable. Okay, so these things we are going to cover. Okay, now, so this is the input is the work experience, so that is called the work experience also. So this is the work experience. So we have to collect the data from the input a different source. That means the work experience. On the basis of we have to predict the output. Okay. Now, so what is the work experience? Best example, your salary. Suppose you are pass out from masters or BTech or PhD from the normal college, and you are passing from BTech or MTech from the premier college, then your salary will be totally different. Okay. So that is the best example. Now here your college is matter, college and based upon your salary. Okay, so this is the independent variable x and this is the dependent variable y. Now on y is the dependent on x. Okay, we can change the value of x and we can change the value of y also. Okay, when we change the value of x, y automatically change. Okay, now, so we have to create a one hypothesis, because now understand the meaning of linear. That means we have to talking about the two axes. This is the x-axis and this is the y-axis. So my graph may be present like this one, like this one, like this one. It may be anything. So this is the line number one, this is the line number two, this is the line number three. Okay, or maybe your data like this one. So now I'm going to draw this another diagram. So you that is much clear for you. Now, suppose this is my line, x-axis and the y-axis, and here the different data set. My suppose I can draw the data set and I can find out these are the my points. Okay, these are my the output points. I'm getting the output points with the help of x-axis. Okay, so now which output I can consider, I can confuse where I can take a upper part or lower part, where maximum salary will be lie, where the minimum salary will. For that purpose, we have to create a one line. So this line will be intersect like this one, a straight line. Okay, and this straight line. So those curve now these points. I'm talking about this point. Those are very easiest. These are the very close to each other. Those lines which are very close, they that lines are considered for our solution. Those who are very far from, that means we're talking about the red lines. So these red lines we had not considered. So that is the meaning of a straight line. Okay, that is the meaning of a straight line. So now, so maximum probability your salary will be this one, that much, and that much, and that much. Okay, so this point your salary prediction points. So that's why we have to need a linear graph. So then when I draw this line of graph, then back to the 10th class. So we have to study a one equation is equal to y equal to mx plus c, or we can say that a y equal to theta 1 plus theta 2 into x. Now here m is the slope of angle. So now this is the m is the slope of angle. Mathematics, this is the angle theta. Okay, this is the angle theta, that is the slope of the angle, and x is the cut point. Okay, and c theta 1 is the cut point of y axis. Okay, and these are the point. Okay, so now see, x is the input training data. So now this is the input training data, that side. So here we can use input training data set, training data. Okay, now here that is called label to a data, that is called the, we can say that this is the label to a data, that is important, y axis, and theta 1 is called as the intercept on y. So that is called the intercept, and the theta 2 is called as a coefficient of x. So this is the called the coefficient. Okay, coefficient of x. So that is the way. Okay, so now see, so what our approach in a linear regression, we have to find the value of theta 1 and we have to find the value of theta 2, the best fit. Our task is find out the value of theta 2 and theta 4 in a best fit. Your theta 1 and theta 2 in the best fit, your line is that much closer to the each and every point. So we have to go for the different type of random selection of theta 1 value, random selection of theta 2 value. That means we have to predict the value of y and input value of x. Okay, so our turn. So now when we are calculating these points, so we have how to calculate the error. So your error is minimum, that means your model is accurate. If your error is more than, now how to calculate error? I'm talking about what type of error. Now understand. So now see, error, that means the difference between these 2 points, this line points and error. This points and line, difference between the points and line. I'm talking about the error. So this error can be then how, with the help of theta 1 and theta 2 you can predict. So how to update theta 1 value and theta 2 value for the best line fit. Okay, so how to update? How to update theta 1 and theta 2 value for best fit line. Best fit line, that means I'm talking about the linear regression. Okay, so here we can use the first point is for using the cost function. Okay, the cost function, that is called as J, the cost function. So we achieving the best fit regression line the model aim to predict the value such that error difference between the predicted value and the true value is a minimum. Okay, so what is the meaning of that one? So between error between predicted value and true value true value is minimum. Okay, that is a task. Then we can get a theta 1 theta value at the best fit. Okay, so now, so it's very important to update the value of theta 1 and theta 2 and reach the best minimization error between the predicted. So what is the predicted here? So here I'm talking about the predicted value is the y axis and the true value is a y value जो already you given in the your supervised learning. Okay, so now see what we have to do. So now what is the true value? That is important. True value. Now, so here we have a different x value and then we have to do, observe different y value. So this is our predicted value. This is our predicted value. Okay, so these are your predicted value and already we have a input and output values given. So where we have two y values given, so that is called the true value. That means this is the supervised learning, so both having input and output value as we know, so that is called the true value. Okay, now see, so what is the minimization function? That is called the cost function j, what we are going to write up to n. Okay, starting from n, so it will be a start from I equal to 1, okay, up to n, and it will be the predicted of y of I minus y of I ka whole square. So this is the cost function to minimize. That means root mean square. Okay, so that is called root mean square method. That means root mean square error method between finding out the minimization of theta 1 and theta 2 for the best line. Okay, so that is what is the this is called, this is called as a root mean squared error. Okay, so these things are calculated in a linear regression. Okay, so your minimization is minimum, that means your best fit you are getting. So what we have to do here, we have to try to find out theta 1 and theta 2 values, best fit. Okay, hit and trial method. Is it clear? So now this is the one method to update the theta 1 and theta 2 value. The another method to update the theta 1 and theta 2 and minimize the cost function value is called the gradient descent. Okay, so the next method we can use the gradient descent for the linear regression. So now, so next method I am going to discuss about the gradient descent. Okay. So point number second, I'm going to discuss gradient descent. So gradient descent. So in that one, to update the theta 1 theta value in order to reduce the cost function. Why? So what is the meaning? In order to reduce the cost function value, cost function. So what is the cost function? Root mean squared error and achieve the best fit line using the gradient measure. So now here our point is to have to first we have to calculate the cost function. After gradient descent method we apply to reduce the cost function value and to reach the minimization and to update all the theta 1 and theta 2 value. Okay, so this is the our task. So in this method what we have to do, so in a square bit manner, we have to change the value of theta 1 and theta 1 and theta 2 and try to update in a different value. theta 1 and theta 2, we can go for the hit and trial method. So gradient descent method we have to use, like, now see how to use. So basically we are using the statical, that means the function we can use for the gradient method. So the cost function we have to create. Okay, so now, so I'm going to write the cost function. So basically the gradient descent is a formula. Okay, so that we have to calculate. So when we're writing this Python programming, then we are going to use this one. So we can use directly like this one. J of, that is the cost function, J theta 0 comma theta 1. Okay, now that means 0 and 1 talking about 1 divided by 2m. Okay, here starting from I equal to 1 to m. Okay, now here we have to increase that one, h of theta. Okay, h of theta into x of I minus y of I into whole square. Now, so what is this one? So you, as you know, this is the true value, and this one here. Now this one is called, is here is a predicted value. Predicted value. Okay. Now, so for this one, this is our cost function. Now where we have to apply the gradient descent method. So this is the basically formula. Okay. So you know the formula. So theta of j, that means we have to minimize the cost function. That means theta of j minus alpha into partial differentiation del of theta of j into what we have to write, 1 by 2m, and whole the things I'm going to write. So what I'm going to write, this one, summation of I equal to 1 to m, and here I'm going to write h of theta into x of I minus y of I ka whole square, and this one close. Okay, so these things are you going to do. So after differentiating all the things, what we are going to getting, del of j is finally your get. So del of j minus alpha divided by m, summation of I equal to 1 to m, and here we have to get j h of theta into x of I minus y. Okay, so this one y into x of I, and close this one. Okay, so what is this meaning? I am going to write h of xi is equal to, call that the predicted y value for the ith input. Predicted y value for ith input. So these things already study in the data mining. Don't worry. So this is not a thing. And G is a feature index number. J is a feature index. Feature index number. So now here, the what is the meaning of features? Now see, suppose I create a different table, so I can use age, name, birthplace, city. So these all attributes are called as a features. So I can put the name like age 0, 1, 2, 3. So that is called the features. So whatever the column name, that is called the features. Okay, in a machine learning, features. So in a detail, we can going to discuss about how to predict the features, how can features going to be selection and different scenario. So that is the next topic we are going to discuss about the next week. The feature selection and probability density, all the things we are going to discuss. Okay, so this way we have to calculate the this one. Okay, and your slope may be positive, your maybe slope is negative, it may be possible. Okay, and here, what is the meaning of alpha? So alpha is denoted as the learning rate. Learning rate. So how speed your model will be learned. So that will be so the learning rate alpha. 1, 2, 3, yeah, 0.1, 0.2, like this one, up to 1. Okay, so this one. So that is the whole about the story of linear regression. Okay, so that much enough for you for the AI system. So linear regression, how it will work and how to predict, and what is the benefit, what is the advantage, disadvantage, why is linear regression, what is the features, what is the theta 1, theta 2, how to minimize the error, all the things we can discuss. Okay, now we are going to discuss about the simplest linear models apart from the linear regression is KNN. That's kth nearest neighbor. Okay, so discuss about KNN. KNN. Give me the 5 minutes. I'll take a water. Now see, so that is called K nearest. Okay, K K nearest neighbor. Okay, so what is the meaning of K? That is important. So now see, this is the meaning of what is the meaning of K. So as we writing n is a nearest small there that this n is indicated as this one, and this n is represented as a neighbor. Now what is the meaning of K? So how many members or how many neighbors are nearest to each other? That is the meaning of K. So K may be 1, K may be 2, K may be 3, K may be 4, K may be 5. So a standard K is of 5. We have to check more than K. ओके, जैसे हम लोग बात करते हैं ना अपने रियल लाइफ में हमारे आसपास कितने नेबर है, तो बेसिकली इन रियल लाइफ मेरे आसपास कितने नेबर हो सकते हैं, दैट मीन्स एडजेसेंट 1 2 3 4 मैक्सिमम. सो वही के यहाँ पर नंबर है. हाउ मेनी members are nearest to each other, that is the member. Okay, that is the k name. Okay, so this is also supervised learning. This is also the part of supervised learning. So this is also the part of supervised learning. Sorry. Okay, this is also the part of supervised learning. So now what we have to do in the meaning of k-nearest algorithm, we have to create a similarity between the 2 points, two variables, two objects, and we have to create a one set. Suppose we have a different type of data. Okay, we have a different type of data. Suppose these are the different type of data, so I can change this color. Now these are the different type of data. Okay, so these are the boxes I am creating. Now see, so these are the boxes I am creating. Okay, so these are the boxes. Now these boxes contain some physical quantity. So and I have to make a sum rule. Okay, if this box having that similarity, I can put together. So now suppose I can put together this one, red color 1 point. So I can put together like white is here. I can put together, sorry, I can put together blue is like here. Now see, this I have to creating a similarity. So which object have a same similarity I have to put, not exact but a similar. क्यों this belong to this one. Okay, now हमें मान लो कि हमें बर्तन है. Okay, so I have a different type of pots. So we have the clay pots, we have a steel pot, we have a iron pots. So these all are pots, so I can put together. Okay, so that is the meaning. And here I am creating like blue, yellow. So now this yellow. Now, so these are the distribution, and these are sorry. So these are distribution like this one. Now, suppose I am going to put random one variable. I'm taking the input. I'm taking the one object as an input, and now it comes. Suppose it comes here. Okay, now see, after that I will see this object area, I'm talking about this object area is which one is the nearest. So now I realize that this is a nearest to the white one. This is the nearest to the white one. That means we have to write KNN. That means only one member is nearest that match with the similarity with the quality. So it may be possibility it belong to the white box. It may be possibility it belong to the white box. Okay, so this way we have to absorb, we have to apply the KNN. Okay, so that is the way. That means first what we have to do, that is called the laziest, that means called the lazier learning algorithm. Because why this is called the lazier, so sometimes they will ask you why KNN is called a lazy. Okay, lazy learner, because it will be first store the data, after that it will be match the data. Okay, now see, suppose हम अपने क्या करते हैं, जैसे डेली जब मैं भी आता हूँ कॉलेज में तो क्या होता है, मेरा बायोमेट्रिक्स होता है। तो बायोमेट्रिक्स में मेरे डेटा, दैट मीन्स मेरी आंख के डिस्टेंस को उन्होंने स्टोर करके रखा है। तो हर बार मशीन क्या करती है, वो पिक्चर लेती है, उस पिक्चर से उस डिस्टेंस को कैलकुलेट करती है और उस डेटाबेस में मैच करती है, और उस मैच डेटाबेस से मैच होता है तो हमारा क्या हो जाता है, यस ये बंदा प्रेजेंट है। सो दैट इज कॉल्ड KNN. So this is the way we have to follow in a traffic light, all the things we have to follow. Okay, so that's why it is called the lazy learner, क्योंकि हमें पहले स्टोर करो फिर डेटाबेस में सर्च करो, इट विल बी हैपन। ओके, सो इट, और हमारा क्या होता है इसमें डाइवर्सिटी होती है, इट विल बी चेंज ऑटोमेटिकली। सपोज इट विल बी पॉसिबल वी हैड नॉट मैच विद द सिमिलैरिटी, so that is we have to know. So these things will be happen. Okay, you have to require more storage of data set, then you have to give the output. Now see, the basic in your book and everywhere they can taught you. So what we have today, they have to make the classifier, and they have to make a box. Now suppose this is box and they have to make that this is the cat category and this is the dog category. Okay, and here we have to mention one input, unknown input, and here we have to get the output. Okay, suppose I can enter unknown object here. I can unknown object, it will be match here, it will match here, and this go. Suppose this will be the cat input, so it will give here cat. So it will match here, then it will give the cat. Okay, so this process will be happened in KNN. Okay, so now when we go for the graphical, so now see. So what we have to do now, see. So now see, best example, suppose we have to draw the graph. Okay, so suppose I have a different data set. So these are my data set. I have to predict that these are the green color. Okay, these are green color. This green color are data set here. Now these are the yellow color. These are the data. Okay, suppose I can enter the one input as a white color. Okay, here. So now this new data, this is the new data. New data belong to which color, green color or yellow color? Then how to calculate? For this purpose, for the particular, we can use the find out the Euclidean distance. What we have to use? Euclidean distance. Okay, Euclidean distance. So we have to create here to here between the 2 points and 3 points, and we have to find out the Euclidean distance on the basis of which Euclidean distance is minimum, so it belongs to that category. So that is the process we have to find out. Okay, so this way we have to follow. Okay, so basically we have to follow the Euclidean distance and we have to find out. So how to calculate the Euclidean distance? So as you know, this is the already you know all the things, Euclidean distance, how to calculate the distance between the 2 points, the very simple. So what we have to do, so now see, these are the distance, basic geometry form. So that's why the machine learning required too many मैथमेटिक्स नॉलेज। कुछ करना नहीं है हमें, बस हमारे पास ये पॉइंट रहेगा हरा, और हमारे पास सपोज माई पॉइंट इज ग्रेट दिस वन। ओके, सो दिस पॉइंट विल बी मैच विथ दिस वन, मैच कर दो, ये मैच हो गया। ओके, सो दिस पॉइंट इज कॉल्ड एज अ x1 y1, here this is the x2 y2 now. So this point is matching with here, this point is matching with here, so this is an x1, this is the x2, and this one is the y1, and this one is the, sorry, this one, so these are things are very simple. So this one is your y2, this is the y2. Okay, so now suppose I want to calculate this point, so I can put this point name is a, this name is a b. So what we have to do, so ab I want to calculate the Euclidean distance. Now this one is calculating x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square. So that is the Euclidean distance. Similar process for the, now this process apply for the green. So sorry, this is the green. So now similar process we are going to apply for the yellow also. Okay, so similar process we apply yellow also. Now here also calculate C. So again we have to calculate CB, sorry CB. So what will be this one? So maybe x2 minus x3 whole square plus y2 minus y3 whole square, and which one is the minimum? So that belongs to that group. That is the process we have to calculate the. Okay, so now, so how many I can change the, sorry, how can predict the how many neighbors? Now, how to calculate? This is the one point. So maybe this point may be nearest to like this one. It may be like this one. Okay, or maybe this point is nearest to like this one also. So you can cover 5 points. So I can take a distance between these two and this one also, and this three also. Okay, so that means 3nn. 3nn. हमने कितने नेबर को सिलेक्ट किया यहाँ से? 1, 2 and 3. So that is meaning of k. 3nn. Is it clear? I think these are the interview questions. What is the meaning of k? So भाई हमने कितने को सेट किया? 1, 2 and 3. So that is the meaning of knn. Okay, so possible move. So we go for the standard, we have to check k equal to 5 for the standard procedure. Less than k not is going to do. The best possibility you have to check 5 points, 5 neighbor, each point having a 5 neighbors. Okay, so what is the advantage of this knn? So this is the simplest to implement and robust noising training data, बहुत easy से आप noise को remove कर सकते हो, and more efficient for the large data set. अगर large data set हो तो more efficient होता है. और इसमें disadvantage क्या होता है? So very difficult to find out the k value कि भाई कौन सा ले कौन सा छोड़े अगर complex data आ गया तो, and it will be take more space and computational time is more. So that is a disadvantage. So these are the knn. Okay. So for that, okay, so we can